What's going on, y'all? Mad Dad is back in this Mad Den. Here to talk about Madden, and yes, we have the Wheel of Coins, our last Wheel of Coins opening of the year to see if we can be glitchy. So thank y'all for watching me, and I hope you're having a great day. Remember, if it's your first time watching, or if you still haven't yet, please, on the road to 1,000 subscribers, you can help me on that road. All you gotta do is hit that subscribe button, turn the notification bell on, come into the mind of the Mad Dad, as he gives you all the madness of Madden 20, what's left in 21 and beyond, and all kinds of good stuff. So thank you all again for watching, and again, I hope you're having a great day. So guys, here we have it, the rest of our trophies. We're going in. Just going to start going as we start talking about this. We got 78 Wheel of Coin packs. Again, you can get anywhere from 1,000 to 50,000 coins on these packs. So you can I can make anywhere from 78,000 all the way up to over 5 million coins if I got all 50,000. So we're just going to keep going here and see what we can do here and talk a little bit with you guys, and hope you guys are doing well and kind of reach out. I know it's been sparse with my videos as we move towards the end of Madden 20, and I just, I have a hard time just putting videos together for the sake of just putting videos together. There's not a point, there's not something that you can see, kind of information, some kind of excitement you can see. We're just quick sell that so we can not include that into our total. We'll do it at the end. But yeah, it's been kind of slim pickings here. If you guys been watching any other YouTubers right now, you know they got gameplays, they got all kinds of different things they're trying to do to be creative, to kind of keep content out there and able to keep their, channel going, guys. So it's a struggle, so I definitely appreciate you guys that have stopped by here and watched a gameplay or watched a video you probably wouldn't ordinarily watch, just to show support, because it does mean the world to all of us YouTubers that, or wannabe YouTubers that get out there and try to put stuff out there when we see people that actually watch the videos that we put out. Because believe me, it's not easy. It's not easy to come, believe me, how hard, just think about it this way, how hard is it to get up and play this game right now if you don't have any motivation, much less add excitement to it to try to make it exciting for you guys. So not only do we got to get excited for it ourselves, we got to have enough excitement so it carries over to help kind of get you guys to stay a little bit excited. So please give a little extra love to your YouTubers this time of year that are still putting out videos, that are still trying to bring content to you guys, as it is slim picking. So with that being said, guys, we had our, we talked about that yesterday. Had the final content drop yesterday. No more players being added into Madden 20, which is, it's a tragedy. It's a tragedy and a travesty, I should say at the same time. It's a tragedy, but no Deion Sanders is the biggest one. I think that's the biggest snub of the year as far as, legends, Hall of Famers, people that we expect to be in this game. We expect to be in this game at 99s by the end of the year. Aaron Donald, that's a huge one as well. He was a they have the 99 club that they had last year that they preached a lot about. Khalil Mack, Aaron Donald, Mahomes, I believe, Bobby Wagner. And none of those, Mahomes did, but none of those cats got 99 overall cards. What is up with that? That's Madden just like dropping the ball on themselves, which, again, it's not hard to do. It's with the power of expansion. I understand creating programs, creating promos and whatnot to kind of push cards out with new art and all this other complications and sets and whatnot. But the power of expansion, which was, a simple concept that they could have easily, if they wanted to end it yesterday, they could have ended it yesterday, but they could have just dropped about 20 of them on us. They could have dropped, they have dropped, when they dropped that draft promo, think about how many players they dropped at one time. There was 32 draft cards, not to mention the master and the limited. There's like 35 cards that came out at one day. So you can't tell me they cannot add 20 new cards at the end of Madden. They easily could have caught it with 20 cards, 20 of the best cards. They easily could have fit in all the Aaron Rodgers, Deshaun Watsons, DeAndre Hopkins, Bobby Wagner's, Aaron Donald's, the Deion Sanders, obviously, that we wanted, the Saquon Barkley's, even these rookies, Daniel Jones, Scary Terry, that a lot of us wanted. You know what I mean? You got Bosa in there. You got You know, you didn't get Kyler Murray, but you got Bosa in there. You know, I don't understand some of the logic behind some of that. You know, all the honors except Bosa. You know, so I guess I don't know. There is no rhyme or reason, I think, to anything that they really do at this point. You know, it's kind of just what's next. There's no planning. Kind of reminds just week to week. You know, it's just session to session. Like, we gotta do something here. Who's got some names? Give me 6 names. It just it's frustrating to think that something that could be so simple could be so messed up. And how disconnected do they have to be from the rest of the community? You know what I mean? For who play, you know, they know where their money comes from in this game. It's not franchise, obviously. It's not regs head to head. It's MUT. That's where they get all the money for this game. So you want to take care of your biggest revenue source for your game. You want to make sure that they're the happiest, and you know, and they're, you know, with good reason. I mean, it's a good philosophy to have. But when you sit there and you don't, I'm not gonna say cater to every need, but just show blatant disregard for the needs of the players, all you're gonna do is aggravate the community. You know what I mean? But what can we say? It's all over. I don't want to sit here and rant. It wasn't meant to be a rant as we open these little coin packs here. Just, you know, something to think about as far as, you know, my 2 cents there. But moving forward to 21, guys, I've already done the pre-order edition. I got the MVP edition for some. I don't know if I've said it on video yet, but I'll be prepared to dive in to 21 with the rest of you guys on the PS4 and kind of just take it for what it's worth. You know, my expectations, I don't have any. You know, I played the beta. All right, it worked. My expectation is that it works. You know, things I worry about the most are DCs, disconnections, and obviously gameplay. But the gameplay seemed like it was all right, adjustable, worthy. You know, I'll be able to adjust to it. Again, it's never going to be perfect, but the question is, how well are you going to be able to adjust how you play to what the gameplay style allows you to do? You know what I mean? So we'll see. We'll see the adjustment period and how long and how fast it takes. Anyway. But I know a lot of people right now are playing in these franchise leagues, franchise games, and I tried I dipped my toe, I should say, in the franchise pool, I should say. And for those who haven't done it and have not played franchise before, it's a really fun mode. You know what I mean? Like, be able to create and upgrade your players with wins, you know. And I think a lot of those concepts I wish they applied to MUT. But, you know, the one bad thing about the franchise mode is one thing I love about MUT is you can deal with, you know, I can turn my messages off and just play and not have to deal with anybody's bullshit, basically, you know, part of my French. But you play with franchise, you gotta remember, and I'm not talking, and you know, take this, you know, whoever's gonna take offense to this, then I'm sorry, because it's not meant for everybody. It's just meant to the people who act this way. But most people who are in this community are freaking toxic people. You know what I mean? They're not good people, you know, that want to be nice and reach out to other people. They're toxic people for whatever reason or another. And it's been my experience. The more and more I deal with them, and the people that I deal with on this channel, awesome people. You know, and that's the one thing I like about having, you know, some people, oh, you only have this many subscribers or followers or whatever. But you know what? The ones I talk to are so cool and non-toxic that I'm glad. You know, I know that some of my buddies who are bigger, obviously they have more followers and they're going to have their share of trolls. And they got to deal with that on a non-stop basis. You know what I mean? Like, think about Kralo. Think about Kralo, who deals with the non-stop, you know, the community manager for Madden. All the non-stop negativity that guy deals with. You know what I mean? He very rarely gets any positive, you know, feedback from people. And then, I mean, YouTubers aren't exactly like that, but, you know, Xerxes, Actual CC, you know, ScoMo, all those cats, Gutfox, you know, they all receive their share of, you know, hate and, you know, people talking smack to them and they have to deal with. And I really haven't, you know what I mean, with the size of my channel, with the size of my little Mad Dad community, I haven't really dealt with that. I've dealt with a little bit of that, but very, very small compared to the scale that a lot of these other YouTubers deal with. And then going into franchise mode, I realized where all those people hang out. All those people. And it's in franchise mode. All the fanboys, all the, you know, wannabe whatevers you want to call it, the thing that they can't handle MUT. They hang out in franchise and create their own little game that they can, because they can't handle the regular game. They can't handle the regular game, and they can, whatever they want to, excuse they want to make for themselves. It's, you know, that's my take on my franchise experience, and I hope somebody can change that. And I hope I can get into a franchise where there's not a bunch of complainers and aggravators and and crybabies. You know, it's just such a sad community that I went into. It made me not like this game for the first time. It was like, well, I ain't doing that again. You know, with any of these type of people. But for the rest of you, just be very, very wary. You don't want to be, you know, who you're interacting with, and people that you always want to be around. And it goes back to one of the facts of life, man. Be around, surround yourself with people that bring you up. Do not surround yourself with people who build themselves up around you just to talk smack to you or bring you down. You know what I mean? There's two ways of looking at that, because they don't have to automatically be bringing you down by talking down to you, but they build themselves up so much that the only way that they can talk to you is by looking down on you. And you know, so that's a lot of this community, and it saddens me. There's so many good people out here that just don't speak up, and that just don't say things to these people and call them out for what they are, which is, I mean, I can't use the language I want to use what they are, but I can tell. I mean, it's just sad. It's just sad, you know, and it kind of soured me on the whole franchise experience. So I'm hoping I can meet a good group of people that are just, they like to play the game and understand things happen. You win some, you lose some, and you move on. You don't make excuses and cry and change rules because of it. And so, anyway, that's my rant on franchise mode as I played that mode franchise. And I don't want to call anybody out here, but I guess if you watch my channels, you'll see the leagues that I was in. And you can realize that I would stay out of that league, or away from those leagues, or away from people associated with those leagues. So, again, toxic people. Not all of them, but again, you know, the same way people want to, you say, oh yeah, well, if you're just letting things happen, you're just as guilty. Yeah, well, if you're in the community and you allow people like that in your community, you're just as guilty as they are. So that's all I'm saying. You won't see people like that attached to me. By no means. You can be safe to say that if anyone's being toxic to you in my community, I will say something. I will stand up for you. I will stand up for what is right. And I'm not scared to do so. You know, I'm not scared to stand alone when I need to for what's right. And a lot of people out there are too scared to make noise. They're too scared of confrontation for whatever image they think they have. And guess what? The only image that matters is the image in the mirror you have to look at every single day. That's the only image that matters. And when you can look at yourself and see a strong person who stands up for what they believe in and speaks when they need to speak, then you know what? That's the image you what you want to portray. But when you're a coward and you hide behind keyboards and you hide behind all this other BS and toxicity, how do you look at yourself each day? You know, hopefully, I hope you look at yourself and say, I want to get better. And try to find ways that you can better yourself. And if you can't find ways, then reach out and ask for ways. You know what? I don't think very good of myself, and I want to get better at what I do. You know, there's people that will help you do that. But to continue in the cycle and contribute to that cycle again, you're just as guilty as these toxic people. So, you know, it's the Madden community as a whole. I shouldn't just say franchise in general. It just really magnified it when I was dealing with the people in the franchise mode. It was just like, man, I just realized that I don't have to deal with that when I play MUT. I can just play MUT, turn my messages off, win, even if I win, you know, if I feel like complaining to the other person, guess what? My messages are off. I'm not going to be able to complain to them. And if they want to complain to me, guess what? My messages are off. They have to try to send me a friend request, and I know what that is. Them just trying to talk smack to me. So I don't have to hear all that toxicity. You know, if I see somebody on Twitter in the Madden community talking all that mess, unfollow, and it's simple. I keep it out of my life. But you know, so I recommend you guys do the same, and eventually you keep if everyone did that, the people being this way would have no one to be this way with, and so they'd eventually be forced to change or be alone, and nobody wants to be alone, so I'm assuming they'd be forced to change. So we all have a part on making this community a better place for all of us, you know. And remember, I'm 43 years old. I can handle it. You can talk all the mess you want in the world to me. It does not matter an inch to me. You know, it doesn't matter. The only person's opinions who matter to me are myself, obviously, my children who I'm raising, the people that are close to me, whose opinions that matter the most to me, and that I will take. So as a kid, though, and as a young person, everything influences you. I can't let people think that I'm not cool, that I'm not whatever, you know. And the faster you can get over it, the faster you're ahead of the next person. I'll tell you that much. Because You know, in this world, it's about advancing and leveling up in all types of ways. And when you can put that, you know, that negative self-concept and that negative energy towards yourself or towards others to the side, you are ahead of the pack because so many people can't do that. You know, and I'm not talking about just young people. I'm talking about adults too. That have a hard time being able to look past that and, you know, and just keep on going, stay in their lane, as some people want to say it, and just keep the path, keep the focus. So, again, I'm just ranting right now, talking about, you know, what's on my mind and where I'm at right now as far as Madden in the community, you know. And it's, as a content creator, I try to maintain a positive image because I am positive. And I want people to come to me if they're feeling bad and I need someone to make them feel good, because that's basically what I would like to do. But if you're coming around here feeling bad and wanting me to feel bad with you over some negative stuff, then believe me, I'm going to try to make you feel better. And if you still try to stay in that negativity, man, I'm going to have to let you know this is exactly what you're doing. I'm going to call it as it is, man. I'm not going to always have to be able to, I'm going to be on the side of what's right, like I said earlier. So take it for what it's worth, guys. Again, I'm not calling anybody out directly, but if any of these behaviors are a part of your repertoire, I would, you know, for yourself and for the people that have to deal with you, I would try to make an improvement, man. It's just, again, let's make this matter. It all starts with change. Starts with the individual. You know, this community, the change starts with each person, and then with the community, you know, and then community changes. You know, Madden community changes, gaming community changes, community changes, world changes. It all has to start somewhere, guys. It all has to start somewhere. I know you can say it's just a video game, but always use everything that you do, you should be the same. If you're a good person in life, if you're a good person to your family, you should be a good person to the people you play video games with. You should be a good person to the people you interact with on the web. And what does that mean? You know, people are, oh, good, it can be so subjective. I think it's good to make people do this and that. No, we all know what good is, and that good is making people feel good about themselves. That's what being good is being nice and good and wholesome and genuine, and then sharing that with other people. That's what it is. It's not trying to change their beliefs, tell them what's right or wrong, or none of that BS. So, with that being said, we end the coin of pack 78. I saw some big numbers in there, guys. Let's see what we can do, guys. It could have been anywhere from 78,000 to 5 million coins. So we are about to find out what we did there. What 78 Wheel of Coin packs will get you. Now, if I would have bought touchdown pack, I could have bought, what, 3 touchdown packs and a red zone pack, which would have been 195, 220 is what I would have made. I think if my math is correct, 220. Yeah, 220 is what I would have made if I would have just bought red zone pack quick sales and touchdown pack quick sales with these coins. So anywhere around there and we'll be all right. So what you've been waiting for, here we go. 18-minute video, 186,000 coins. So that's an L from what we could have got, guys, but that's another 186,000 coins. Thank y'all for watching this video. Hope you're having a great day, and remember a lot of what I said, guys. Take care. Mad Dad is out. Peace.